right? Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Call Halayim Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Arachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone, tell us his truth. Honors and salutations to the elect. And to the men that died doing the work of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, because they shall rise first. To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son. The Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer, because he come and deliver us this captivity that we're in. My name is Micah Oliver and Gab and Yasharala with the Church of Philadelphia camp here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Once again, come back at you with another one. And as the title says, will Esau use AI to frame the men of the Lord? All right. And I was looking at reason what brought this to my mind and put the spirit was on me to do this video. I was watching a video that Elder put up, on it was Exhibit, and he was explaining about, AI, how they could take your voice and use that. Like even now, you even got like matter of fact, I just seen a song from Michael Jackson, Human Nature. But they put Michael Jackson's face on a Benjamite's face. Michael Jackson's a Gadite, but they put his face on a Benjamite's face, gave him dreads, the beard, and changed it and had kind of used his voice a little bit, but and sung it in patois basically. And you even got the facial recognition. You had on I think it was Instagram, Facebook and all that a while where you could take your face off and put it on like an actor, being like an action movie. You got this AI where dudes is doing it. I just keep saying it, and it just makes sense to me because like dudes like you in the car, like it's hard, like not hard to explain, but like they can make you basically, they could put you anywhere, make people believe that that's really you and that you're doing it in your voice, because they all have our voices, they have our faces, which who cares, man? Because it's all on the internet anyway. But what they use, well, he's evil, so of course he would try to use that to make moves on the men of the Lord further. They already cracking down, trying to come at the scriptures. They want to ban Bibles and all that, But they wicked because they Bibles. They wasn't trying to ban Bibles years and years and years and years ago. To the apostles came out and started breaking things down, even more. All right, and really showing you who they are. All right, so they can take your face, put it on anything, right, and have people believe like they already think that you're a T. People already think that you're crazy. All right, because of the things that we teach and the things that we speak, which is the truth coming out of the scriptures. Starting with our apostles, and elders, bishops of Great Millstone on down to the brothers that's under that same umbrella of Great Millstone, or that doctrine. Okay, so they're going to, they're going to be on you, man. But anyway, I looked this up, right? And I said, can artificial intelligence be used for evil? Okay, because Esau is evil, but hey, of course they're going to try to use it like that. But check it out. It says, yes, artificial intelligence can be used for malicious or evil purposes. All right, malicious, man. So you want to frame somebody, try to make somebody seem like they're evil, they're wicked. They whatever. Like they could just make you seem like something that you're completely not. That's why you have to stay in the word and just stay faithful, man. They can make it seem like you shot up a whole block, but you didn't do none of that. People really believe in it and everything because they think. Because I'm telling you, and then they got these advocates that's our Israelites that's siding with Esau, and up in some camps, man. FBI agents, CIA agents. They're just advisors bringing back so-called intel to Esau. But anyway. It says, much like any powerful technology is a tool reflecting human intent, the technology itself is not inherently evil, as it lacks consciousness and morality, but it can be weaponized by malicious actors. You see that? It can be weaponized by malicious actors. All right, and these are a few things that it says about the AI. It says how AI can be used maliciously. Cybersecurity attacks, malicious actors use. So that says malicious actors use AI to create more sophisticated malware, automate attacks such as brute force password cracking, and find system vulnerabilities with minimal effort. All right, it says disinformation and misinformation. See that? Disinformation. Hold on. That's the beloved apostles video just popped up. Apostle Gabar video. But hold on. Let's go back, get back into this. Check that out later. But it says disinformation and misinformation. AI can generate highly realistic fake content. You see that? Disinformation and misinformation. AI can generate highly realistic fake content, such as deep fake videos and convincing fake audio to deceive the public, spread propaganda, or conduct scams. Damn. So I'm gonna read this again because that's heavy right there. And that's what they're gonna do. I believe that's what they're gonna do, man. But it says disinformation and misinformation. AI can generate highly realistic fake content such as deep fake videos and convincing fake audio to deceive the public, spread propaganda or conduct scams, man. So the scriptures tell us about this. He warns us, you know. And all they gotta do is put your face out there. Your face is already out there. Your voice is out there. All they gotta do is take that, put it on something, boom, boom, and make the video so good, like a movie. When they do, you know, and they make it seem like people are really flying and all that, but they're not, man. It's all Hollywood shit, you know. But this is AI, so it's gonna get wicked, man. All right, because the persecution's coming, man. All right. It says fraud and illegal activities. AI, including large language models like ChatGPT, can be prompted to write code for malicious programs or for other illegal activities. All right, it says automation of harm. AI could be used to automate harmful decision-making processes, or as the paperclip maximizer thought experiment. Pursue a seemingly benign goal to extreme and extreme and harmful consciousness, if not properly constrained. It says autonomous weapons systems. A major concern is the development of lethal autonomous weapons that can select and engage targets without human intervention, raising profound ethical questions. All right, so hey, man, this thing could go left on a lot of levels. All right, let's keep going. But that disinformation and misinformation was it. All right, it says hold on, see this. All right, I'll read this. It says the role of human intent. It says guardrails. The consensus among experts is that AI's potential for good or evil stems from human direction and training data. Human responsibilities. It is up to humans to develop and use AI responsibly. It's a need, regulation, and safety. It's a need for regulation and safety. Experts like Elon Musk, the devil, experts like Elon Musk advocate for regulation to ensure AI development allies with humanity's best interests. Which, you know, they it says humanity's best interest. Basically, he's saying with their best interest, you know. And with and Elon is down with Nero 47, DJ Trump, right? And he's heavy into this, man. So of course they're going to use this to persecute the men of the Lord, man. All right, frame, persecute, so you could be delivered up. All right. It says researchers are actively working on developing guardrails and safety training techniques to prevent AI from developing harmful or deceptive behaviors, do current methods still face challenges? All right, they just putting a whole lot of words together to make it sound good, man. It says it says dual nature. The dual nature of AI means the same technology used for advancements in medicine, education, and cybersecurity defense can also be exploited for nefarious purposes. Ultimately, AI is a powerful tool whose impact on society will be determined by the choices made during the development and application. All right. So listen, man, they could very well use this technology, man, just to furthermore get the people to hate us. You know, because the scriptures tell you, man, you shall be hated by all men's sake. I mean, by all men for his name's sake. Check this out. I got this little quick one on our facial recognition, because that's another one. They use that facial recognition to identify you, man. You know. But hold up. Let's hop into the scriptures. Okay. Where we at? Let's go to Matthew chapter 10. All right, the first scripture I have, Matthew 10 and 22. Because all they gotta do is like false flags. They can create false flags with this AI, man. And they already been doing things to make you to make one people hate another people. It's like with that whole 9/11 situation. And they did that right in front of your face. And you know, and that wasn't AI technology, man. So just imagine how much more with the AI technology, right? So check this out. It's Matthew chapter 10, verse 22. It says, Shah speaking. It says, and all nations will hate you because you are my followers. And this is in the NLT, Salaki. Forgive me. It says, for all nations will hate you because you are my followers, but everyone who endures to the end will be saved. And guess what? Why are they going to hate you because you're his followers? Because you're teaching the kingdom of heaven, which is teaching the kingdom of heaven is the downfall of this wicked kingdom. All right. You're telling the truth. All right. So, of course, you're going to be hated for the truth, man. All right. Verse 23. It says, when you are persecuted in one town, flee to the next. I tell you the truth. The Son of Man will return before you have reached all the towns of Israel. Damn. So, yeah, man. Let's keep moving, man. You know, scriptures tell you we're going to be like pilgrims. We're going to be FOJs, man. I always say that. Fugitives of justice, man. All right? Because everything that we're doing is legal, but they're going to try to make it illegal for us to, you know, that dictatorship, you know? And they can put any words in your mouth with AI, you know, and with your face, just like me right here talking on this camera and everything. This man that was using AI with my face, my voice, and everything just to say some bullshit, you know? And that's what's coming, man. Verse 24 says, students are not greater than their teacher, and slaves are not greater than their master. All right. So, hey, man, the Lord went through it, so we're going to have to go through it. All right. But he showed us how to get through it. All right. Through his actions. So this is Matthew chapter 24:9 in the NLT. Matter of fact, kind of start at verse 9. Verse 9 it says, then you will be arrested. Why will you be arrested? Because that persecution. Because like I said, they're going to try to make everything legal now illegal. Using that AI, they can make you a how they say, make it seem like you're to this place committing treason, you know, being a inciter of riots, you know, and that's what a lot of prophets got killed for, man. And being inciters of riots, basically, because you know when the words of the Lord came out, it caused controversy, man. That's what the Lord comes to cause, controversy to this place. All right. So people don't want to hear the truth; they want to hear them smooth thing, them lies, man. So just know, just come and says, then you will be arrested. All right. It says persecuted and killed. You will be hated all over the world because you are my followers. God damn. All over the world. And guess what? Are we not spread throughout the four corners of the earth? Is not AI technology throughout the four corners too? So, hey, man, you got men of the Lord throughout the four corners of the earth, man, doing the work. Wherever so they were driven. Okay. So, yes, man, I believe that this AI technology, they can use that as a weapon against the men of the Lord, man. Right now they bring it out. Oh, it's so fun and this and getting everybody used to it. Then bam, they can flip it on you, man. All right. And then you freely putting your face into this, man. Listen, our faces is already out there, so it really doesn't matter. This is 2 Timothy chapter 10, just like it, chapter 3, verse, let's start at verse 10. Because this is what we're gonna have to do, like Timothy, man. All right, Paul. This says Paul's charge to Timothy. It says, "But you, Timothy, certainly know, Shlaka." Okay. I'm going to read it in the KJV. I'm reading this one. But you, Timothy, certainly know what I teach and how I live. All right, and that's what y'all know. You know what we teach. You see how we live because we out there in the public every day, man. Living normal lives, legal lives, according to here, not going out here doing crazy stuff so we can get arrested, put things on our record and everything. But you do have men like in their past, before they came into this truth, they have criminal history, but they change that all around and coming into this truth, it turns you into a man. All right. It makes you a man, makes you responsible. Okay. But it says, but you, Timothy, certainly know what I teach and how I live and what my purpose is in life. All right. You know my faith, my patience, my love, and my endurance. All right. So he's telling Timothy, like, man, you know all these things about me. And like these people, like your parents is going to turn on you. Your woman's going to turn on you. And I know that's going to happen to a lot of men, throughout my time in this truth and seeing men that's first coming in and then like their households in turmoil. Oh, you're a T. You're this. You're that. So how much more when if they use this AI technology to use your faces and your voices to have people want to turn you in. Oh, I knew he was like that. But it says it says verse 11, it's back in 2 Timothy 3 and 11. It says, you know how much persecution and suffering I have endured. Been going through that. All right. So this, the men of the Lord have been going through the persecution, suffering, and all that since you've been in the truth, man. So it's really nothing new. It's like, okay, it's another persecution we gotta go through. All right. But the Lord just said he's going to deliver you from that. All right. Check it out. It says, all about how I was persecuted in Antioch, Iconium, and Lystra. But Yahweh Shemel shall rescue me from all of it. You see that? The Lord rescued him from all of it. Why? Because he was doing his work. Same thing with the men of the Lord. They're going to be delivered. Some are going to be put to death. That's just reality. That's what it says, And that's that's why the scriptures say, be faithful until death. But they're going to try to speed that up with this AI, man. Listen, just pay attention. All right, verse 12, it says, yes, and everyone who wants to live a godly life in Hamashiach Yahushua will suffer persecution. All right, just for you saying, oh, I just want to live righteous. That's all you want to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. But see, living a righteous life in a wicked society, all right, they're gonna gun for you even more. They want you to live wickedly, man. They want you to be like these YNs, man, these old YNs, man. Running around, gun toting, talking crazy, just being a nigga, man. Because that way you're not a threat to them. All right. But when you start talking like this and teaching out the scriptures and breaking it down properly, then you're public enemy number one, And it burns them up every single day. They lay on their beds thinking of ways to take us out of here, man. Best believe that. And you got dudes that's Israelites that's down with them too, man. They dream of taking you out, man, because they don't have the spirit you have, man. All right. So that persecution is going to be major. This is back in 2 Timothy 3 and 13. It says, but evil people and imposters. See that? It says, but evil people and imposters will flourish. They will deceive others and will and Salaka, others and will themselves be deceived. You know, that goes with both the Esau. They deceiving a lot. They're the deceiver. They're the devil that the Bible speaks of, that deceiver. So they've been going around deceiving. So what's AI for them? It's nothing for them to make this to deceive the people. But they're being deceived because they think that their kingdom's going to go on forever. So they're deceiving like they're imposters. Look at them small hats, and they're not imposters. Deceive the people. You know, it says, verse 13 again, it says, but evil people and imposters will flourish. They will deceive others and will themselves be deceived. But you must remain faithful to the things you have been taught. All right. So when all these things happen and they using that, don't lose your faith, man. Stay faithful. Count it all joy when people start to persecute you because you know you're doing the right thing and you're in great company. You're in the company of the prophets, man. All right, it says, but you must remain faithful to the things you have been taught. You know they are true, for you know you can trust those who taught you. All right, so we trust our apostles, elders, and bishops, man. All right, it says, you have been taught the holy scriptures from childhood, and they have given you wisdom to receive the salvation that comes by trusting in Hamashiach Yahushai. You know, trust in Yahushai, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. All right. Don't worry about them if they use this technology. They use everything against us, man. They always use everything against Israel. All right. But furthermore, try to take you out of here. You know, and you say bad mouth, but to make you look bad, so to speak. All right. And you got a lot of people that they join on to that, man. You know, they join on to the wicked and the evil because, you know, they want to make a name for themselves. So hold on. Let's go to St. John chapter 15. Forgive me. St. John chapter 15 and 21. It's the book of St. John chapter 15, verse 21. And it reads, it says, they will do all this to you because of me, for they have rejected the one who sent me. They would not be guilty if I had not come and spoken to them, but now they have no excuse for their sin. And that's going into us too. You know, they wouldn't be guilty if the Lord didn't come and talk to them, but we're going to be persecuted for him, you know, because we follow him. All right. They want us to follow their gods. And when you go through history, throughout all history, through all the captivities that we were in, they always tried to find a way to get us to stop talking about to stop serving our Lord, our power, because they know that's our power source. All right, that's our Father, Abanawa Yahweh. All right, by Hashem Yahushai, man, they know that that's our Father, and they want to drag us away from that so they can continue to devour us. But the Lord is not going to allow that to happen too much longer. All right, so it's the last scripture I'm gonna bring out. And it's the second Corinthians 2 and 11. Now, this Second Corinthians 2 and 11 says, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. All right, and it says the same. And if you go into it, my friend, let's get it. Get in the snap. We get this in the KJV. Then I'm gonna go back to the NLT. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." All right, so we're not ignorant of the things that's coming. You know, we know you got something up the pipeline lined up for us. You know, but the only way it's going to happen if the Lord ordains it, man. So just keep the faith and keep moving. All right, 2 Corinthians 2 and 11 and the NLT once again, it says, so that Satan will not outsmart us. You can't outsmart us with your little technology, the true righteous men. But the other ones that's going to be deceived, oh yeah, you got them. All right, because they were giving it to you. All right, it says, For we are familiar with his evil schemes. We know all about everything you did, your cover-ups, your 9/11s, and all that, and you blamed it on different people. So now you're going to make you're trying to make the people domestic teas. All right, domestic teas. That's and you're going to use that AI to do that. Look what you're doing to the Israelites that are immigrants, so-called immigrants here. All right, it's Jacob's trouble, man. The top of it, the beginning, and it's only going to get worse from here on out, man. So Lord's willing, this was edifying. You got something out of it. To the next lesson, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Arachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. To the next lesson, I'm saying Mawafa Bible Ball, Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.